It's a revolution. It's a revolution.
Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video. This is some Forza Horizon 2 again, and I'm here with the new Porsche 911 GT2 RS from 2012. That is obviously not new, but it's new to Horizon 2. This is one of the newer cars that they added into the game recently as two of the free cars. So this is one of them, and this Cayenne Turbo is another one. So we are here to do a drift build on the GT2 RS. Now, this is usually when they bring the GT2 RS out, it's usually one of the fastest Porsches that they make at that time. So right now, this thing has 611 brake horsepower from factory, and this is going to be something a little bit more interesting. The GT3 RS, I don't know why the GT2 is faster than the GT3, but I think the GT3 RS is just a little bit more track focused. Well, I know it is, but like I'm just saying. And basically, the GT2 RS is one of the fastest Porsches, is one of the most powerful Porsches that they make. So let's go ahead. I'll hop into this GT2 RS and see if we can actually get this thing to slide. I mean, okay. First of all, this is a rear-engined rear-wheel drive car, so it's rear-engined and it's supposed to make the back wheels sort of a little bit more grippy because the engine's sitting on the back wheels, makes it a little bit heavy in the back. But usually the balance for Porsches is very, very good. So I was thinking, what if we can actually get this thing to slide? Can we actually get this thing to drift? Can we get it to feel good when we're sliding? I don't know. So that's why I wanted to make a drift build of this, and I wanted to see what it's like. I don't know if this version had four-wheel steering though. Is it just the newer ones that have four-wheel steering? I'm not entirely sure. Like, I don't remember if this one has four-wheel steering. I'm trying to... No, it doesn't look like it makes a difference. So again, no traction control. No stability management control. No, nothing like that except for ABS, which is like the only thing. Okay, this does have the power. Oh my god, this is really fast. I don't know why I'm surprised, but this thing is legit fast. Alright, so this is stock right now. Well, stock as in it's just out of the factory. And I'm trying to see if I can get it to slide. So it doesn't like sliding like this. It doesn't like it at all. Like, it just wants to constantly keep going straight and just go fast. Also, second gear in the lower end, I just feel like it doesn't have like enough torque, or I don't really know what to think about this thing. It doesn't want to slide the back wheels at all. Like, it just doesn't want to do it. It feels like it has traction control on, which it doesn't, but it just feels like it does. So let's see if we can actually fix that. And maybe it's just a really good differential that's on it. Maybe that's the whole thing. But I'm gonna keep it in white. I'm not gonna change anything else on it. Let's see what we can do here. Drivetrain swap. We can do all-wheel drive, which I'm not gonna do because that's just stupid. We can change some stuff on it. Nope, don't want to do that. Wing. That actually doesn't look that bad. And hood, I can give it a stock hood. No, that's good. I like the way it is like that. Anyway, let's see from the tires. I think I'm on race tires right now. I am on race tires right now. So let's give it some rally tires. Let's give it some rally tires. We can decrease the grip that this thing has. So it's 245s at the front. That's actually not too bad. And at the back, we should have, yeah, a lot thicker. So 325s to the back, 245s to the front. I'll leave it the way it is. The wheels I really, really like on this thing. I don't really want to change the wheels either. I sort of just want to change the setup on it, because I think I love the way this thing looks. I always have. Even the rough version, it looks just absolutely amazing. So I don't really want to change anything else on this thing. How much does this thing weigh? 3,000 pounds? Yeah, no, wait. Yeah, 3,000 pounds. So let's go ahead and give it the race diff so we can do all that stuff. Suspension, I am going to give it the Raleigh suspension, of course, so we can have more steering angle. I'm not going to give it a roll cage because we don't need that. And then weight reduction, 2733. Power, should I give it more power? I'm not even entirely sure. I'm not even sure if I should actually give this thing more power. I will lighten it a little bit more with the flywheel. I don't know. I don't really know if I should give it more power. I think it's good with the power it has now. So let's see what it drives like with the Raleigh suspension and the race diff. See if it changes the car without like tuning it at all. A little bit. But that's just the transmission that I feel like it changed the car a bunch. It still feels like it has a lot of grip, but it feels like I can actually get it sideways though. That diff is ridiculous though. We need to lock it. We need to lock the differential. This is... It just wants to straighten up again and go fast in a straight line. That's what this feels like right now. I feel like the transmission sort of changed it a little bit, and then of course the tires help by getting a little bit more slip from them, but... Alright, anyway. We are in a rain, so that also could be a really bad thing right now. So I'm going to actually go ahead and wait until the whole road just dries up a little bit. And maybe I'll move to a different place on the map as well to try slide this thing around. So I'll see you guys when it's dry out. Alright guys, so we're at the docks right now. Watch, I'll show you guys what the thing with the diff is, right? I'm flooring it right now. Right, and it's not redlining. It's still sort of trying to control me a little bit. And if I slow down, you can see that it's not sort of... It doesn't want to go hit the red line, like it doesn't want to make the back wheels like spin. It feels like I have a lot more grip in the back wheels than I should have, but it has 611 horsepower, so that shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, like I said, it's definitely something to do with the diff, so I want to change that first of all. I want to see how much of a difference like locking the diff makes on this thing, because it's... I feel like it's definitely something that it's a problem on this thing. So let's see, just by locking a diff, how much of a difference that actually made. Okay. Well, it's a lot easier to... Yeah, it's a lot easier to spin the back wheels now. A lot easier. Like, there's definitely a difference right now on the back wheels. And this is right now on just the stock rally suspension that I put on it. There's no tune on it. It's so much easier to spin the back wheels. Holy shit. Alright, well, it still sort of wants to go straight a little bit because the tires are really, really thick at the back. But yeah, let's go ahead, give it a decent suspension setup, and we should really be good with that one. So, tires, let's bring the PSI up a little bit on the front and the rear. This thing can actually do 212 miles an hour on the stock engine, well, on the factory engine. And let's go ahead and bring the thing up to acceleration a little bit more so we can actually use more of our gears, which I don't really mind. And then front camber, bring this to around either 2.5 to 3.0. Rear camber should be around there. Bring the rear toe to about -1. Or sorry, the front toe to about -0.1, and then the rear toe to +1. I hope I said that right. Anyway, I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm doing here. But yeah, that's pretty much like a very basic setup right there. So let's stiffen up the suspension now a good bit. So then it'll use up a lot more of our tires instead of our suspension to handle. Again, same with the springs. Stiffen this up just a little bit. Usually around halfway is good for me. So somewhere around there. Let's lower this all the way. There we go. Dampers, again, stiffen the ride up a good bit. I'll sort of follow the same setup that was already on it, except sort of just stiffen up the ride just a good bit. And that should be it right now. I don't usually mess with the brake balance because I usually use the handbrake a lot anyway. So I don't really need that. I don't really use it like the normal brake. Alright, there we go. Oh wow, this is nice and low right now. Alright, let's see what it's like. Okay, well, I definitely have more control over it now. It's not like I didn't have control over it before, but now I can just sort of put it where I want to. I feel like this needs more horsepower. I think the back wheels are the problem on this thing. I can definitely easily like freestyle with this thing. It's like not really that hard to drift right now. But I feel like the rear wheels are just a bit too thick. Or too wide, I should say, not too thick. So it's sort of giving me more grip than I actually want right now. But like I said, see, fourth gear, you sort of struggle and sliding around in 4th gear with this thing. So, let's add some more horsepower to it. This is actually a really good drift build because we actually do have to do like a lot of stuff to this thing to actually get it to slide. It's interesting because it's a 911. You shouldn't be drifting a rear engine rear wheel drive car 911. You know, it's not what this is supposed to do. It's supposed to handle really well, but we are gonna get it to slide. We're gonna get it to slide really well. So let's go ahead and slap on more power. Give it around 800 horsepower. I think 800 would be like just perfect. It'd probably be a little bit too much, but for right now, I feel like it'll do the job. I wonder how fast this thing would actually be if we full on like tune this whole thing. Probably someone in the comments will tell me because they probably already did it. 746. I'm going for 800 by the way. 770. Pistons. 798. This is perfect. 798 horsepower. Alright, let's go slide this thing. Let's see what it's like now. Should still... I'm gonna keep it on the same setup as well, the transmission and everything. And I want to see what it drives like now. Alright, let's hop back down to the docks again. I don't usually go to the... Well, I haven't gone to the docks in a while to do one of the drift builds. I've been drifting around in like the industrial zone and Nice and Castelletto and stuff like that, but I haven't been drifting down at the docks for a while. So let's go ahead and I'll stick to the docks now, since I've started there with the video anyway. Alright, let's see what this thing is actually like now that we've added more horsepower. Whoa. Well, it's definitely faster in a straight line. Ah, there it is. There we go. Yes, this is much more like it. It loves to spin the back wheels now. Yeah, this is a lot better than the way it was before. I can actually spin the back wheels and keep them sliding now for as long as I want. I feel like that was a problem. I just didn't think I had enough power. I thought it was the diff at first because that's what it felt like. But there we go. Oh, this is so much better. Ooh, slow down, slow down, slow down. Damn it. Okay. This thing is awesome. This thing's actually really fun. Now that there's a good setup for it, it's actually really not that bad to drift. Alright, so I think I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you guys for watching this video of the 911 GT2 RS drift build. This thing is actually very fun to slide right now. I can get some decent angle with it. It has just the perfect amount of horsepower now that I can actually get the back wheels to slide. I don't think I would have been able to slide this thing around if I had the race tires and like only 611 horsepower. I don't think it would have been possible. Maybe in like 2nd gear or something like that, but definitely not in 3rd gear. If I was like barely able to do it in 3rd gear on like rally tires. But yeah, it's pretty easy to drive, pretty easy to slide. And that's it. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Goodbye.